Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got an interesting one I'm calling Oops, All Simulacrums, or All Synthesizers, based around this new card Simulacrum Synthesizer, a 3-mana artifact, and when it enters the battlefield, you scry 2. Whenever another artifact with mana value 3 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token with creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. So you may have seen some decks playing this in all sorts of formats. Pretty powerful card. But I wanted to make a deck that reliably gets this into play every single game. And how could I do that? Well, I'm using the Discover mechanic on Geological Appraiser and Etali's Favor, and then one of the Quintorius to make sure I find the Simulacrum Synthesizer every single game. To do so, there's quite a bit of deck building restriction. You have to make sure this is essentially the only card in your deck that costs 3 or less. So Etali's Favor is a 3-mana enchantment that, when it comes into play, it discovers 3. The enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has trample. So every time you cast this, it's going to discover either into another one of itself, which is then going to discover into either another one of itself, but eventually it'll discover into a Simulacrum Synthesizer, and then the Appraiser will also either hit the Etali's Favor, which you can target itself with, and then or hit the Simulacrum Synthesizer. So essentially you're playing kind of like 12 copies of Simulacrum Synthesizer here. So how do you make this deck have a decent curve, or what are you playing this Etali's Favor on? Well, we've got some ways to kind of cheat the mana costs here. We've got the Autonomous Assembler, which actually is basically a 2-drop here because you're going to prototype it a lot of the time. Later in the game, you can play it for 5 mana. It's a 4/5 prototype for 2 mana. It's got Vigilance and 1 tap, put a +1/+1 counter on target assembly worker, so you can pump it up. And then we also have the Virtue of Loyalty, which is a 5-mana enchantment, but it also has Adventure for 2 mana to create a 2/2 White Knight token. So you can, on turn 2, play the Virtue or the Assembler, turn 3, Favor, which will then discover into a Simulacrum Synthesizer. So lots of ways to get the Synthesizer out on turn 3, and then follow it up with turn 4 Geological Appraiser into another Synthesizer. And they start stacking, and you just kind of get a whole bunch of Synthesizers out. And that's the idea anyways. We also have the Twinshot Sniper, which works well in this deck because it is an artifact with mana value 3 or more, but you can also channel it on turn 2. So if we're kind of looking at our curve here, we actually do have some things we can play on turn 2. And then we also have the Steel Seraph, which is another prototype creature. So this can also be a 3-drop. 3 mana for 3/3 or 6 mana for a 5/4. Flying at the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature gains choice of flying, vigilance, or lifelink. Pretty useful abilities, especially the lifelink to kind of catch up against aggro decks. We also have the Combat Thresher, which is a similar 3 mana for a prototype. Double Strike comes into play, draws a card. So these are all plays you can make on turn 3. These are on turn 2. And then we've got the Skitterbeam Battalion, which is sort of the ultimate combo with the Simulacrum Synthesizer because it comes into play, enters, and it creates 2 token copies that are copies of it. So that will trigger the Synthesizer 3 times. And so you'll end up with 3 of these. If you have more than one of them, it's like 6 times or 9 times. You get a lot of tokens. But this is kind of your 5-drop. Almost never playing it for 9 mana. But these 2 cards together make a ton of tokens. And so the idea of the deck is just to play out a bunch of Synthesizers and other artifacts and make a bunch of big tokens and just finish your opponent that way. We've got one of the Quintorius just for fun to continue down sort of the Discover chain and gain some life. Do some damage to the opponent as you're doing so. And mana base is pretty standard. I'm trying a few of these Discover for lands. Just, the theme of the deck is discovering into Synthesizers. So there you go. Let's jump into some games and see it in action. Alright, oops, all simulacrums with a decent hand here. Not amazing. No synthesizers yet, but up against some mono white stuff. Invasion, sure. Well, got a 2-pair here. Probably take the 2-drop, yep. Pack it, sure. And then we can start playing the Steel Seraphs. Yep. Recruitment officer. Sure. Invasion, yep. Light shield array. Ooh, man. One turn too late. Or many turns too late, perhaps. I guess I'll play it out and see if they have the removal. We're gonna. No removal, no removal, no removal. Oh, well. I'm swinging. So, block here. Ah, Eiganjo, okay. No, that's pretty bad still. Pretty bad. Okay, well there is one synthesizer on the way, at least. And something that can block. And then maybe the land, yeah. Perfect. Okay. Might be able to outscale his guys after all. Potentially. Oh, it's gonna be a big hit. See if we can stabilize with this Skitterbeam Battalion here. Let's see, what do we have? This is going to give us 3 guys here. And then we need to attack. Nah. Hold back. But next turn, next turn we will have another Skitterbeam Battalion, which he knows is in my hand. So that's exciting. This might be good enough to turn this around. Okay, yeah, using an ability. Okay, finds a 1-1 or 1-2. Flips this guy. Alright, Battalion and Numero Dos. These are going to be some big boys. And let's swing with the dudes. Make them do some chump blocking. It's definitely kind of a Splinter Twin situation going on. Yep. Block 1. Oh, double block. Triple block. This is no longer a human though, so it doesn't really work. But sure. I'm just gonna do it. Alright, give them all indestructible. Pick 13, I guess. Okay. Sure. Guess maybe I could have just swum with everything last turn. But this will give one of them flying. So that should be good enough, hopefully. I don't think this human deck has any flyers. This can get flying, I guess. But it's going to be a lot of guys. Googly Eyes versus Dragon. And there's a Night Errant, sure. For 1. Okay, I think that's gonna save him. Flip, yep, you can take whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Alright. Play this. Make a few more. Alright. Good game. Alright. Oops. All synthesizers. This is an awkward hand, but I guess we'll keep. Fortunately, all tap lands. Oops. All tap lands. Maybe is what the deck should be called. Let's see. Yeah. Well, there's a good untapped land. That'll help. Alright, consider. Found what he wanted. Okay, turn 2. End. Another consider. Maybe I should play this actually. No, oh no, they didn't give me priority. Okay, well, we'll try it. Yeah, didn't give me priority, huh? Okay. Interesting. Alright, pass. There's an impulse. Okay. Let's see. Go to the appraiser. Yep. Sure. Alright. Play out the Steel Seraph. Or the Twinshot Sniper. Let's play this out. Okay, resolves. Yep. Take 5. Okay. Eiganjo. Let's try to favor it up. Cards in hand. Fading Hope. Alright, sure. And then let's play this out. No, that's everything. Okay, down to 10. Try it again, try it again. Okay, play the favor. Oh, perfect draw. Perfect draw. Well, now, we're unfortunately, let's see. So if we go Discover 4, there's a chance we hit a Sniper, there's a chance we hit an Appraiser. We want to hit an Appraiser here. So let's just go for it. Okay. What we needed. And there's a Synthesizer. Okay, now we can get some action on top. Ooh, Skitterbeam would be really good. Is this useful? I'll just keep it. Probably better than a random card. And pass. Hopefully I don't have another Fading Hope. Alright, got a block. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we're gonna play one thing anyways, and if they have a counter, they have a counter, so. Oh, that resolved pretty quick. Alright, well, stabilized. Let's say. We're in the corner. Got there, maybe? Curate. Don't know what that can do about 3 7/7s. Mono blue, but impulse. Consider. Redraw, redraw. Another terror. I mean, they need like flyer? Nah. Alright. GG. Alright. Oops. All synthesizers. This hand looks fine. 1, 2, 3 on the lands and 2 drop, 3 drops. On the play is really helpful as well. Googly eyes versus nothing. Oh, that's alright. At least they have cool sleeves. Although nothing beats the original Magic. Reminds me of just playing as a kid, opening the packs and Pack War. Let's go. You guys ever play Pack War? Shout out to Pack Wars. Okay. Green mana. So looks like there's some sort of land stack. Let's see if we can be fast enough before they do a million mana, whatever. Fireball. I'm just going to lead with a favor here. I believe. Get the synthesizers going. Unless they have 1 mana, destroy an artifact. Pick your poison. Maybe they do. Pretty brutal. Nope. Okay. Oh, there is a synthesizer itself. I think I'm just gonna resolve this while I can, and this will increase the clock. Because if I hit another favor, that'll do some more damage. But no. Okay. so there's Synthesizer numero uno. Ooh, I don't think I want either of these lands. I'm gonna come into play tapped, and yeah, no need. Swing for 3. Start the Synthesizer party. Green, blue, something, something. Oh, Nissa. Oh, should I kill that? I could do both of the Twinshot Snipers on it. Probably should, otherwise bad things are gonna happen. This feels like kind of a waste, but this thing gives him a million mana, so we'll see. Hopefully that was actually worth it. Not exactly how you want to use the Twinshot Snipers. Oh, well. Well, there you go. Probably dead anyways. Yep. Mana. Some more Nissas. Yep. Okay. Well, let's start with this. And make a guy scry a couple times. Do we need lands? This doesn't seem good. I really want a Skitterbeam Battalion, but we'd need a land for that to work. That land off the top doesn't really do anything. I guess. We'll just put them both on the bottom here. Back, see if they block. Pump itself. Alright. Well, we can make a bunch of dudes, but we may be dead and it might not matter. That is my guess, is that we are going to be dead by the end of this turn. They will have about infinite mana. And we will have no life left. Yep. Joe lands back. Joe mana on. Time to just sit here and enjoy the combo. On the other side. On the other side. Anything I could play? I could play like Colossal Sky Turtle as a counter spell, something like that. But not the greatest. Okay, they only have 12 mana. Yeah. I'm only gonna get back an aftermath analyst and just play a another one. Oh, okay. Alright, who votes? I concede this game. Because even if they don't kill me, they're gonna have so much mana. And I don't have anything for next turn. Alright, you can thank me later. Alright, oops, all synthesizers. Decent hand here. We've got a land that comes into play untapped. Hurrah. So we should lead with a white source, though, so I don't take any damage. So we can go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Mono red. Could just kill that. That probably is the play. Well then, in that case I played the wrong land. Or play out this. Is there any reason to play out that? Probably better to save it after the synthesizer. I want to do this now if I'm going to do this because playing spells, monstrous rage, etc. Let's take it down. Well, yeah, the other option might have been to save it and play it for 4 mana. Okay, there's the plot. Everyone's favorite. Okay, start some synthesizing. Don't need lands. Those at the bottom. And there's everyone's favorite. And now we're dead. Oh, Aki Warpaint. Shit, son. That's a beater. And another land, of course. Okay. So let's play this. Flyer. And make a dude. And give him lifelink. Gotta give him haste. But okay, we got a blocker. No, they have monstrous rage. That's real bad for us. I think we're gonna go no blocks here because the ability to give this lifelink is pretty big. And yeah, as long as they don't kill us here, that might be our only chance of doing something. Go 5 mana. Don't know what they could do with 1 mana here. Make another one. And then give this lifelink. And swing with this. Do I want to just chump block this? So I'm going to go up to 9. All I have is lands in my hand, so sad. If I chump block, go up to 9. They just need 5 more damage, so that's like... This has trample, flying, and haste. So they're going to go down to 15, and then I need to draw an artifact in order for this to be an attack for lethal back. So if I attack with both, that'll definitely be lethal next turn, assuming I survive. If I... it's weird, they didn't play anything. I'm just going to do this. Just going to do that. Let's see what they have. Sleight of hand. Yep. Play it somewhat safe, I guess. Land. Okay, Swifty. Shore up. Alright, well. That's not lethal. Close one. Close one. GG. Alright, oops, all simulacrums on the play. 2 lands, 2 snipers. If I draw land, this is a pretty good hand. If I don't, it's not great. So, we'll see how this goes. No. I swear every frickin' round. Okay. Ah, we do land. Okay. Alright. Mono red. Mono red. I have a sniper for you. Hopefully they don't. Well, if they play like a 2-2, it'll be a 3-3, and then we can't do anything. And that will be awful. What you got? Pat attack. There's only room for one inanimate object in this battleground. Ooh, perfect. 2 toughness. Excellent. Thank you. That's exactly. Ooh, and a Steel Seraph. That's pretty decent. Do I play it? I kind of want to like use this to give something lifelink and then attack right away. Although having it out would give itself lifelink next turn potentially. That's pretty good. Let's just play it. Well, the Thresher would give us a chance of drawing a land though, which we really want. Okay, that actually might be. I'm gonna go here because I want to hit my land drops. Nope. That was a close call though. The Seraph can be very good, but I don't want them also to remove it before I can do some life linking. Okay, causing a ruckus, and then sure. Okay, well, I think it's better than the Twinshot Sniper, but not sure. We're gonna just use our mana. Hopefully draw another land here. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, a lightning strike. Yep. Okay, 13. Ay. Need to be more specific when manifesting lands. Alright, well. Got another one. Next turn, we can play Appraiser, which can hopefully do some work. Swifty. Anger, okay. Anger Swifty. No, and a land. Oh man, so if they have any spell, then this is a terrible block. Let's see if they have. I'm just gonna take it. Alright. Well, interesting. I could do the favor on here just to make sure it boosts its power. The sniper is actually decent here too. Tough choices. I think we definitely want to do this though. Okay, I was actually hoping to hit a favor just to get a little more life going. Okay. Do not need. Oh, that Steel Seraph actually isn't terrible. Is it a lifelink? A land would be quite good too, obviously. Yeah, we'll go for a land. We'll try to hit a land. And then we'll lifelink it up. Hope not to die here. Ah, tricky. Another Ancestral Anger. Needed to have hit my land drop maybe one turn sooner, I think. Okay, now there's the lightning strike. Yikes. Okay, definitely can't block that. Okay. This will give me a 1. Okay. Precarious. Well, we can play out the Skitterbeam and make a bunch of guys. And hope they don't have anything. This, because I can do, yeah, without taking damage. Alright. I think that's the play, I mean. And then swing with, this needs the lead back to, maybe this lead back. I don't know if it really matters here too much. Yeah, we'll swim with 2 of them. Alright. You got it. Good job. Thank you. Alright, welcome back to the wrap-up of the video. Oops, all synthesizers. Oops, all simulacrums. This was a fun one. I would say it's not the most competitive. I won about 50% of the games. And, you know, a lot of them were pretty close one way or the other. There's sort of like a tension point with this deck where it's kind of slow. You know, there's no 1-drops. There's nothing you can play on turn 1. And you can kind of only do... These are kind of clunky plays on turn 2 and turn 3, not the best. But as the game goes on, this deck definitely starts to snowball and snowball and snowball. So the more synthesizers you get, you know, the bigger board you create. And, you know, synthesizer plus Skitterbeam Battalion is huge. If you can set that up, then you'll certainly probably win the next turn. But kind of getting to that point where you kind of have taken over the game with all of your tokens can be difficult. So, yeah, maybe there's some other cards you can play that you could use to kind of cheat on the mana costs. But overall, I think this is just kind of a fun, maybe more casual deck. But definitely a good one for FNM, or just if you want to have some fun on the ladder. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.